Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my July TBR. I can't believe it's already July. I'm very excited. Yeah, let's just hop right into it because I'm excited to make this because this is my June TBR. I didn't film mine last month, but I did still make one, and as you can see, I actually almost hit all of the I almost read all of them. I think there's just 3 that I didn't, and maybe I'll get to them this month instead. Who knows? So I've got my coffee, my laptop over here, and a notebook to just like plan things out. I'm going to do it slightly differently because I did it this way and I read a lot. So I'm going to continue to do it this way and see if I actually read my whole TBR this month. The difference this month is that I'm not going to split it up between like audiobooks, physical books, Kobo, Kindle, all of those. I'm not going to split it up this way because, and I'm just going to go back through and figure out what books I, 1, kind of need to read, or 2, really am excited for at this moment, because it just makes it easier for me to read if I'm actually excited to read the books that are on my TBR now, because a month's not that long of time. I always put different genres on there thinking that I'm going to change my mind about what genres I'm wanting to read or what kind of books I'm going to be excited for by the end of the month, but like that's just not going to happen. I'm going to be excited for probably the same books at the beginning of the month as I am at the end of the month. So yeah. Okay, so let's get started. Right now I am currently listening to Drums of Autumn by audiobook, so I'm going to put that on here. I'm only like 20% in, and honestly it's such a long audiobook, such a long book. It's still going to take me probably, it says that there's 21 hours still left in the audiobook, and that's listening it at 2 times speed, so yeah, it's going to take me a while to get through it. And then I'm like just about to start today, like I'm going to pick it up probably soon after I finish this video. I'm going to read The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, which is the last book in the Folk of the Air series. And then I will be finally finished that series, which I'm really excited about. It's been a while since I've read the second one, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to read that. And then I started the Sinful Men series last month on Audible because it comes with the subscription, so I think I want to continue that next, and so I will be reading My Sinful Desire is next in that, so I'm going to add that by Lauren Blakely. I really like Lauren Blakely's books. They're just easy reads, so I'm going to have that on there. And then I think I'm going to add Running Wild on here again because I finished all of in May. I read the 2 other books following Jonah and Kala. So I finally finished that part of the series, but I really want to read Marie's book because she's sort of a villain in those other books, and I really just am so curious about what her book is going to be like. So I'm going to put that on here because I really would like to get to it. Actually, okay, I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind, but I realize I do, I have a stack here of things of physical books that I want to prioritize, so yeah, I should probably prioritize those first. So the first one is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren, because this is my book club's book pick for this month, so I want to prioritize that. So I'm going to put that on here now. By the way, I don't think I finished explaining what I'm going to be doing, so I'm going to go through, but I'm only going to choose 17 books and then I'm going to write like the ones that I'm most excited for onto my planner. Because I on average read about 17 books a month, so I don't want to plan more than that because I'm not going to get to them. I'm not setting myself unrealistic expectations. Yeah, so I'm only going to write 17 down. Okay, I really want to read Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I've heard really good things about this. It's all over TikTok. So I really want to read that one. I've been really wanting to read like a mafia book for a little while, and I've heard The Mafia and His Angel. It's a trilogy, if I'm pretty sure. I've heard it's really good by Lila James. So I'm gonna put that on here because yeah, I've heard really good things about that, and I kind of been really wanting to read a mafia romance lately. I don't know why, it's just randomly have been wanting to do that. So I'm gonna put that on next. I'm just going to put the first one on here though. Then I still have not continued the Zodiac Academy series since I started it. So I'm going to put it on here because I really do want to I really was enjoying that series. So I want to potentially get back into it. So I'm going to put it on here, The Reckoning, which is the next one that I have to read from that series. Oh, and then I have The Soulmate Equation. That's another physical copy book that I really want to prioritize because I just love Christina Lauren. 2 Christina Lauren in 1 month. And it's just been, I've had this book for like a year now, and I've always really wanted to read it, so I don't know why I haven't yet. So I'm prioritizing it this month, The Soulmate Equation. I've been really wanting to read Written in the Stars by Alexandria Bellefleur. I know that means I'm starting another series, but I really want to read it, so I add it. Okay, and then I'm going to add Dark Russian Angel on here, which is another mafia book. It is by Odette Stone. It's the Vancouver Mafia series. So, and I've been really wanting to read that, and I know I can listen to that on as an audiobook, so I think I'm going to add that. I tend to read a lot of audiobooks, so I need to add a lot more audiobooks onto here than other books. Okay, I really just want to finish the Millennium series. I just finished reading the second book, The Girl Who Played with Fire, and it did end on a cliffhanger, so I'm more inclined to read the third book sooner, even though I'm not a huge fan of the series in general. I just find the writing style isn't for me, and also it's kind of outdated, the language used, and it just doesn't like capture my attention as much as other books. But I bought the trilogy, so I really want to at least finish them because I already bought them. So I'm going to hopefully finish the series and read The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. And you know what? I'm going to add another one of the books from the Sinful Men series because they're just easy reads. So the third book is My Sinful Longing. So I'm going to add that on here. And then also I'm getting rid of some of the series that I have ongoing off my TBR. Okay. Then I really want to read Covet by Tracy Wolff. It's the third in the Crave series. And I know that she's actually, I think, putting out 2 books this year, or it's coming out early January 2023. So I really want to read this and continue with the series because I really, really like this books. I don't know what it is about them because they're very, very teenagery. That's the best way I can describe them, but they also are like so addicting. That's the best way to describe it. It just feels like I'm reading back in. I feel like if I had been reading this when I was in high school, I would have made it my entire personality. But I'm a little older, so I'm a little more jaded, but I still really, really enjoy this. I think the last 2 books I've given like 5 stars because I love it. I love the storyline. I love everything about it. I love all the characters. I don't really need to do this detailed of an explanation probably, but oh well. I think I want to read a small town romance. I want to add some small town romance on here because I've been really, really enjoying them lately. I find like they're just very fluffy and very different from like the Mafia books that I have on here currently. So I've heard really good things about the Sugar Lake series by Emily McIntyre, so I think I'm gonna add at least the first one onto here. Actually, so I'm gonna add the part 2 for Mafia and His Angels. Mafia and His Angel. Because then hopefully I'll actually read more of the series and not just continuously add to my ongoing series pile. So okay. And then the next book in the Zodiac Academy series is actually part of the Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac, that so it's like they're the universe, and I want to read both the spin-offs as well. So the next book is Dark Fae, so I think I'm going to add that on here as well. And I really had wanted to read the 7 Days of June in June, but I didn't. And so, but I still really want to read it because I've heard nothing but good things about this. I'm also, so I'm going to add, so that's my last of the physical books, copy books that I have on here that I said I absolutely really want to prioritize this month. Okay, I only have one more spot. So this has got to be good. What book do I think that I want to read? I think I'm going to add the second in the Written in the Stars series too, because I do want to start reading books more back to back, like series. So I think the second one in the series is Hang the Moon. So I think I'm going to add that. Hang the Moon. Okay, and that's it. That is my TBR on here. I'm just going to write it down, make it look pretty, and then then I'll show you the final results, I guess. Suntan, sunscreen, strawberry, ice cream, midsummer. Okay, well, I'm finally done writing my list. I only wrote 8 of the 17 books that I had written down because these are the ones I'm most excited for, and also sort of like what fits nicely on here, honestly. So I have Drums of Autumn, which I'm listening to right now, My Sinful Desire and My Sinful Longing by Lauren Blakely, which I'll listen to on Audible. I've got The Reckoning and Dark Fae, which are the next in the Zodiac Academy series because I'm determined to continue that series. The Soulmate Equation, and I've only got Hang the Moon on here, but obviously I will be reading Written in the Stars first before I read Hang the Moon. But yeah, I'm so excited. This seems like a really good month, and I'm hopeful that I will get to all of these books. I read 20? I think I read 20 books in June, and I am going to post a wrap up this time, even though I didn't do one for May, but I'm thinking I'm just going to skip that month and continue it as I feel like filming, because I did read a lot in May, but I just didn't have the chance to sit down and film. So make sure you're subscribed if you want to see my June wrap up. Subscribe if you're new here. Comment down below what your book you're most excited to read this month is, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye guys!